Hi everyone, I'm Tiff Howie from Broom Boat Sales, and today we are going to take a full tour of one of our latest listings. And here she is. This is a 1995 Broom 36 called Wavedancer. She's an immaculately presented boat, stunning condition with a great specification. She's fitted with two TAMD63L engines. They are 318 horsepower, 6-cylinder inline, freshwater cooled engines on shaft. So without further ado, let's take a look at Wavedancer. So let's just have a look at the outside before we step fully on board. So I'm here at the stern. You've got great access to board the boat from here. When you've got this section of the canopy up, you walk straight up here and into the cockpit. You've also got a lovely bit of bathing platform here with snap davits built in. Shore power hookup is just there, and you've got stainless steel fender baskets built in. There's also a point there to fit an outboard engine if you have a tender on the back, and just here we have life raft storage built in. There is more access to the side as well. So when we walk down the side of the boat, you'll see a section here which has a fit-in ladder, so you can board from port and starboard sides as well, and then the canopy opens up to allow you into the cockpit. So I've just stepped into the cockpit on Wavedancer, and you've got this lovely built-up area which is great for visibility, but it's also got this lovely social space as well. So we've got bench seating built in here with a gap in the centre to enter from the stern. You've got an extra seat just there, and really handy when we look a bit further forward, your helm seat actually, the back will move to make more social seating so you can all face each other in this area. There's been lovely non-slip flooring fitted in here as well, which is in that nice light grey and ties in really well with this Silvertex upholstery. We've got a new canopy that's just been fitted recently. That again is in this nice grey colour. And then we have a radar arch above me. So this has lights built in, and handily this also folds. So it unclips from these hooks and will fold backwards. Let's have a little look at the helm position. You've got absolutely everything you'd need here to maneuver this boat really easily. So obviously your main controls here for throttles, steering wheel, you've got trim tabs just there, radio, chart plotter. This has just been put in, so that's a new plotter. We have auto helm. This actually is a camera for the engine bay. And then above that we have compass, speed and depth gauges, as we said, bow thruster just there, all of your buttons to turn on everything in this area, and your gauges there, as well as another compass. The visibility's really good because not only do you have these large windscreens all the way around, the canopy has built-in screens as well, so whether you're stood or seated, you'll be able to see all the way around the boat. So we're going to just have a quick look now at the side decks and the bow. So your canopy folds up on each side to allow direct access out onto the side deck. This is a lovely wide side deck. You've got plenty of room to walk down here fully. I'm going to go backwards, but yeah, you've then also got this chain which will close in across here. You open that to then fix the ladder in for your side entrance. Handrails built all the way down the boat here for safety. And then when we move to the front, we've got fender baskets built in both sides. There's a hatch just below my feet here, which is for the forward cabin, an electric anchor winch at the front, and lovely room out here. If you are wanting to sit outside on the front when you're cruising, this has got enough space for a few people. Let's take a look inside now. So I'm now stepping into the main accommodation. So these stairs lead from the cockpit, and the first place that we come to is the saloon slash dinette as well. So over on this starboard side, we've got this lovely wraparound seating, and this is lovely, deep backed, really comfortable soft cushioning, so you can spend nice time on board and be comfortable. This also does turn into a double berth, so if you needed to sleep 6, this is where your occasional 2 more people would sleep, and that pulls out and makes a nice double. This table does go up and down, and it's great for dining. It folds out to make a larger table, or folds in like this for a kind of drinks table. Just over on this port side, we've got loads of storage built in. So you've got built-in drinks cabinet, so your bottles go into purpose-built holders so they don't rattle around if you are going to sea. And then on both sides, lovely deep windows. You've got handrail built in on this port side as well. So if you are cruising along and you need to step inside, you've got somewhere to grab hold of if the weather isn't fantastic. And then the engines and generally all of your mechanical bits, if you need to get to them, are under the floor. So the carpet removes completely and there's hatches everywhere for you to access everything. But you do also have a quick access hatch just here. So this looks down in between the two engines and you can get to bits in there for your checks that you need to. At the front, just ahead of this area, the carpet lifts up and that's where you find items like the generator. So there is a Fischer Panda generator on board. And in terms of spec, she has got quite a lot. There is a warm air heating system. You've got immersion heater as well as calorifier, obviously shore power and the generator. So you're going to be able to power anything that you need when you are away from the dock. So I've just stepped forward of the saloon dinette. We go down 2 steps and then we find ourselves in the galley, and the galley's over to the starboard side and it's really well equipped. So you've got everything here to spend a really comfortable extended stay on board. I'll just talk you through a few of the bits that you find in here. So we first of all have a double stainless steel sink. We have a large refrigerator just there. The controls for your generator turn on is just here. Immersion heater is just there, and then you've got 240 volt plug sockets. The water tank gauge is built in just on that back wall as well. You've got storage all the way here, light underneath the storage as well, so that's going to be handy if you're using this worktop in the evening. And then over on this side we've got Russell Hobbs microwave. We have a 3-burner hob with oven and grill. That's a proper unit, so you can cook a proper dinner in there. And then we have built-in trash compartment and more storage in the form of cupboards here and underneath the sink. There's also then another light built in just underneath here. And then when we move further forward from the galley, we find the first of the 2 formal cabins. So this is at the very front of the boat, and this is your V-berth cabin or your guest cabin. So this has a V-berth configuration. 2 people can sleep here really comfortably. There's storage underneath the berth in the form of drawers each side. There's a full hanging locker just here on the port side and another locker above that. So storage is plentiful in here. There's also really good natural light. So you've got a window to each side with curtains built in so you can close those up in the evening, as well as the escape hatch, which we saw earlier from the bow there too. This also then will close up for the evening time. And important just to point out, so in the galley, you'll notice it's very light in that area. So the windscreens at the front act as a skylight in that area. So it just drenches that area in natural light when you're on board. So now we're going to take a look at the first of the 2 heads compartments, and that is on the port side. That's just opposite the galley and just behind the guest cabin. So just before we head in there, importantly to let you know, under here we have access to pipework for the toilet compartment. We also have the holding tank outlet. That's really easy to get to. And you can see everything is super clean and tidy in there as well. And then here is the heads. So we've got a sizable sink and worktop there. We've got storage built in behind and underneath the sink. To the right hand side we find WC. Both toilets are to the holding tank, and the aft toilet also has a diverter valve. And then when we go left, you'll see the shower as well. Both heads do have showers, which is also really practical. So I've now stepped into the master cabin, and this is located at the very stern of the boat. And the handy thing with having an aft cabin here is you use the full beam of the boat, so you get a wider cabin area. So you'll see the berth here is an offset double. This has got lots of walk around room, so it's going to be really handy for when the bed's in use. Over on the starboard side, we've got lots of storage built in. So we've got this lovely built-in vanity unit with mirror. You've got storage under there and drawers there, as well as hanging locker space there and another smaller locker. And then over on the port side, we find even more storage. You've got bedsides built in as well, which is really handy, as well as built-in reading lights. The natural light in this area is also really nice. So in the morning, you'll get that lovely feeling of natural light in here. And then over on the starboard side, we find the ensuite. So this is the second of the 2 heads compartments. This one features an electric Jabsco toilet. You've got sink built in there on the left, a heated towel rail on the wall there too. Storage above the sink, and then when we move right, you've got a standalone built-in shower area. This is really practical to keep the shower section separate from the main WC. Just going to show you where your electrics panel is. So this is in the aft cabin or the wall ahead of the berth. So here we have all of your switches. We have your shore power controls there, so you can turn battery charger, immersion heater, etc. on and off from there. And then we have your battery isolator switches just below. There then is also a tank gauge for the black water tank. Then just below there, we have a quick access panel to the engine bay. So this pulls out there. This looks to the stern of the port engine, and there's actually another one built into the ensuite as well on the back wall, so you can get to the back of both engines through there. So that is our full tour on the Broom 36 Wavedancer completed today. As always, thank you so much for coming around on this tour with me. I do hope you found it useful. If you have any comments or questions, or if you'd like to book a viewing to see this gorgeous boat in person, get in touch with us and we'll come back to you as soon as possible. And please make sure that you are subscribed to our channel where we post all of our latest full tour videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.